Hi, welcome back to the second part of this tutorial on importing patients into iBooked. In part 1 of this tutorial, you saw how to create an XML schema document and use it to create an XML file from a spreadsheet of your patient data. In part 2, we will use that data file to import those patients into iBooked. On the patient screen, scroll to the bottom and click the Patient Import button, just like you did in part 1. This time, scroll to the bottom of the screen and click on the File Upload field. Select the XML data file you created in part 1. Click the Import button. The screen will change to a display of your imported patients. This display is paginated, displaying 10 patients at a time. If you scroll to the bottom of the page, you will see page controls and the number of pages in total. You can use the forward and backward buttons to navigate through each page. In our current example, we only have 10 patients, so there is only one page. For each patient, the address has a Validate Address button highlighted in pink. Click on this. An expanded address form is displayed. Click on the line that says Select Address. This will display a drop-down selection of matching addresses. If your address matches exactly, then only one choice will be available, which should be the same as the patient's address. Click on this address to select it. The fields in the address form will be populated. In some cases, the town field may be missed. If this is the case, you will need to manually fill this in. The same with postcode. If there is no exact address match, you can select the nearest address that matches and make manual adjustments as needed. If there is no close match, then you can manually type in the patient's address in each of the address fields. Once you are happy with the address, click on the Save button. The formatted address is now displayed with a green pencil icon next to it. If you want to edit the address, click this green pencil icon. This displays the address form again. You can make any adjustments you need. If you want to reset the address completely, click the red Reset button. This will remove all data from the address form and reset the address back to the unvalidated state. Now you have validated each address, the patient selection checkbox becomes available. The patient contact details are displayed on the right and separated into the number and contact type. The contact type is a guess based on the number and its format, but it may not be completely accurate. You will need to check that each is correct. The number is displayed in the international format, even if this is not the case with your original data. If the number failed validation, then an invalid number message would be displayed. You can manually type in the correct number if this happens. If you have not opted to import titles, then the title field will be blank. In this case, you can choose a title from the drop-down list. Once you are happy with all your data, check the box next to the title for each patient you want to import. Scroll to the top of the page, and the green Import Selected button will become active. Click on this to start importing your patients. The data for each patient will be put through validation, so we recommend importing one page at a time to make it easier to identify which data may be causing any validation errors, if any are found. As each patient is imported, it appears in the list at the top of the page. If you get any validation errors, deselect any patients that have already been imported to avoid importing them twice before reattempting to import more patients. In our example, we have deliberately left the town field empty for patient Zoe Reynolds to demonstrate this. We can fix the validation error by adding back the town field to the address. Once this is done, we can continue to import patients. Scroll to the bottom of the page to verify that all patients have been imported by cross-checking that the number selected to import is the same as you expected. In this case, 10. And the last patient imported matches the last person on the list in our example, William Fraser. And that's it. You're done. I hope that you found these 2 tutorials informative and easy to follow. The concepts covered are a bit more technical than usual, and it may be best to watch them a few times and experiment with creating XML data files before importing patients into your live database. You can complete all the steps without making any changes to your patient database up to clicking the Import Patients button, which is the final step. It is beyond the scope of this tutorial and iBooked support to guide you through creating a spreadsheet of your patient data. You should consult your current IT provider for support and guidance on how to do this, or they may be able to do this for you. If you do have any difficulties with any of the steps in this or any of the other tutorials, we recommend watching them again. And if you still have problems, you can contact us on technical@ibooked.com.